When you become the new owner of a home, you are entitled to something that's called a free and clear title. And there is something associated with that. It's called title insurance. In this week's video, I'm going to talk to you about what a free and clear title means, the two different types of title insurance policies, why one is required and one isn't, and why it's so important to have it. So stick around. Hey everyone, this is Danae Hewitt, your go-to DFW Realtor with Brico Realty Services. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about all the things title insurance. When you are under contract to purchase a home, the title company that you are hiring is going to be doing all of this research on the home before it officially becomes yours. All of this research they're doing it on the property and the home and the land that it sits on, but also on the sellers themselves. A couple of things that they look for is one, they want to make sure that the sellers of the home are the rightful sellers of that property. They want to make sure that nobody else has any ownership stakes in the home because that person would also need to be involved in the selling of the home. They also are looking for liens on the home. If those sellers use a mortgage to purchase the home, well then of course there's going to be a mortgage lien that the title company would find. But also they want to make sure that there aren't any mechanics liens or anything like that on the title policy. They also research the land. They want to look at the survey of the property. And if you have any questions about what a survey is, check out that video right there. Talks to you all about surveys. But they want to look at any easements of the property, if where the gas line sits, any encroachments on the property, things like that. So the title company does a ton of research so they know everything about the history of the home before you become the homeowners. When they do all that research, they give you something that's called a title commitment. And they're saying that they are going to give you title insurance based on this title commitment. But this document gives you all of the history of the home, any deed restrictions on it, liens on it, the sellers of the property, lots of information. And they're going to give you insurance based on all of the information that they find. But mistakes can happen. Things get missed. Maybe something was filed incorrectly with the county, which makes it impossible for the title company to know any different. So that's why we have title insurance. Because if there was a mistake made and you are now the owners of the home, but something from years ago comes up to you now as the owners of the home that you had no idea about, well, you can fall back on this title insurance and you can rest assured that it will be handled because you've paid for that title policy. Let's talk about some unforeseen circumstances that can come up after you are the homeowners. Let's say the sellers of the home were husband and wife and they both passed away. And the title company is going to verify that the two children that are planning to sell the home are the rightful heirs of the home. They determine, yes, these two children are, they sell the home, you sign the documents, you are now in the home. But let's say that these two children just found out that they also have a half sibling. Technically, that sibling would have the rights to that home because they are the heirs of the mother and father that had passed away. Technically, this half-sibling does have a right to that home and the rights to sell it, but they didn't give up their rights to sell it. So now you are in a legal mess, but you've got that title insurance to cover this sort of a circumstance. There are two types of title insurance policies. One is for you, the owner, which I just went through, and the other one is if you are getting a mortgage to buy the home, then your lender is also going to require title insurance on the home. Now, between these two, I want you to guess which one you think is required and which one you think is not required. Well, let me just tell you, if you are getting a mortgage for the home, then your lender's title insurance policy is absolutely required because they need that verification to know that the title company has also done their job correctly. The owner's title insurance policy, if you can believe it, is not required. But I highly recommend that you pay this one-time title insurance fee so that you've got peace of mind the entire time that you own the home. I also do want to say that the lender's title insurance, they are going to protect the financial institution that is giving the loan. They are protecting their money. The owner's title insurance policy, that is protecting you. If you are paying cash for a home, then of course you don't need your lender's title policy, but you are still not obligated to have your own title insurance. And I hope so far I've helped give you enough reasons to prove why it is so valuable to have that insurance. It is a one-time fee that is paid at closing. And here in Texas, whoever pays for it is completely negotiable. Either the sellers pay for it or the buyers pay for it. And that is all negotiated up front before the contract is even executed. If for some reason you're buying the home and you decide not to get the title insurance until after closing, then yes, you can purchase it after closing. But just know that your coverage will not start until you actually purchase that title insurance policy. If something comes up, if you forget to purchase it and then this other heir comes and talks about how they had no idea that this house was being sold and they're one of the rightful owners, and then you decide to get a title insurance policy, well then that instance is not going to be covered because you didn't have that insurance when this other heir stepped forward. So just to play it safe, purchase this owner's title insurance when you close and sign on the home. Let's talk about how much this title insurance policy costs. I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's going to be about 1% of the price of the home, and that's not really accurate. It is usually less than 1% of the price of the home. You're looking at anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. I have this handy dandy little cheat sheet from Capital Title, which is a title company that I love to work with here in Texas. And it goes through every single price point of a home and exactly how much that title insurance policy is. So let's say, for example, you are purchasing a home that is $300,000. I like round, easy numbers. That title insurance policy is $1,886. All right, well, let's say you're purchasing a home for $1 million. Well, that title insurance policy is $5,575. So again, it just depends on the price of the home and what the cost will be. There are some states where you can actually shop around for title insurance costs, but Texas is not one of those states. Title insurance cost is the same, and that is regulated by the Texas Department of Insurance. Every single title company here in Texas will charge the exact same amount for this title insurance. They can charge other amounts in escrow fees, recording fees, notary fees. All of those things can go up and down, but their title insurance fee is all going to be the same price. Let's talk about if you're planning to refinance your home. Do you need a title insurance policy since technically you already have one? Well, we've got two types. Let's talk about both of them. Your lender's title insurance policy on the current mortgage that you have. If that mortgage is being sold and paid off with your refinance, then that lender's title insurance goes with it too. If you are using the other mortgage company to refinance your home, they are also going to require their own lender's policy. So yes, you would need to get a new policy with your lender. If you currently have title insurance in place with your home and you are refinancing, you wouldn't have to get title insurance because the previous title company has already done their research on you and the home and its history. I hope this helped to give you a lot of information and clear things up in regards to title insurance. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and check out my free home buyers and home sellers guide for you down in the comments below. And then check out that video right there. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next week.